Topping today's news, the Ministry of Education sharing the national exam results today. Police share details on the latest murder, a man found bound and stabbed. Police began the manhunt for a Jamaican man believed to be responsible for a shooting death on Bimini yesterday. And Prime Minister Philip Davis in the Dominican Republic will tell you why. Good evening, Bahamas. I'm Jarino Saunders. This is your JCN Evening News, and it is a pleasure to have you join us. Today, the Ministry of Education, Technical and Vocational Training highlighted the Bahamas National Examination results for the BJC and BGCSE class of 2023. Minister of Education Glenys Hannah Martin says she and her ministry, they're pleased with the growth of our students.
The improvement, as I've indicated, is geographically dispersed, and we show the improvements in the BGCSEs. The numbers demonstrate that we have gotten our children back into school, that we are mitigating the effects of the pandemic loss, and that we are poising our young people for success. We are pleased to see the improvements among our girls and boys. And I just want to say, our team has been working so hard. Every school campus, in this ministry, in the districts, and the parents have put in their support.
Mrs. Hannah Martin said the reason for the data being shared is for the use of shaping policy that will ultimately lead to an improved level of education for all students. Late Thursday afternoon, police were called to the scene of what appears to be a gruesome murder in the area of the Old Stewart's Cove location west of the Albany Resort in western New Providence. Assistant Commissioner of Police Roberto Goodman explained how the body was discovered and what officers found once they got there.
Sometime around 4:25 p.m. today's date, police will receive a report from police control room reference a body being submerged in this location at the southern area of the Old Stewart's Cove. As a result of the information that they will receive, they have contacted the Marine Support Unit along with officers from the Western Station who came to this area. On arrival at this area, officers would have observed an adult male, submerged in waters near to an abandoned building. EMS was also contacted. Along with those officers and EMS, they was able to retrieve this body from the waters, where officers noticed on this body that it had multiple what appeared to be stab wounds about the body. Also that this body was also bound by the hands and feet. We're not able to say the identity. Like I said, we are still early in the investigation.
What were they wearing? Were they clad?
Yeah, they were clad in clothing. At this time, I don't want to give that particular part out because, like I say, we are early in the investigations.
Any concern in regards to the body? You mentioned that the body was bound by the hands and feet. Are you, I guess, concerned that this person was targeted and, I guess, thrown into the waters?
Well, like I said, we are still early in the investigation, but that still creates a concern. When you see someone bound by the hands and leg, it will raise a concern for us. And so, like I say, we are early in the investigation. What we'll do, our endeavor best to determine what happened here today or whenever the incident may have occurred.
So is this officially classified as a homicide?
Of course, it is a homicide, sir.
And last question, is this...
Thank you.
According to Assistant Commissioner Goodman, the victim appeared to be in his mid to late 20s. Still early into their investigation, this is the country's 81st homicide. The police are asking anyone with information related to this incident to contact CID or Crime Stoppers, and you can remain anonymous. This murder follows the shooting death of a male on Bimini early Thursday afternoon. Shortly before 1 p.m. on Thursday, police informed the media that there was a shooting that took place on the island of Bimini, North Bimini in fact, resulting in the death of a male victim who succumbed on scene. He became the 80th homicide victim for the year. Well, today, officers from the Bimini division have released a wanted poster for the man they believe is responsible for the shooting. You can see that poster here. He is a Jamaican national, Shunday Anthony Sean Brown. The 28-year-old Brown stands between 5 feet 8 and 6 feet tall, weighs about 170 to 180 pounds. He is a carpenter by trade. His last known address was Bailey Town, Bimini. Police say if you see Brown, approach with caution as he is considered to be armed and extremely dangerous. If you have any information on his whereabouts, you are asked to contact the police immediately. Police also seeking the public's help in finding Adelia Parjan. The 17-year-old was reported missing on Monday, August 5th by the 8 Mile Rock Police Station and was last spotted just this week, Wednesday, August 14th, in West End, Grand Bahama. Adelia stands 5 feet 8 inches tall and weighs about 170 pounds and is of medium build and dark brown complexion. Her last known address, Sea Grapes, 8 Mile Rock, Grand Bahama. If you know of her whereabouts, you are asked to contact the police immediately. And finally, in this segment, on Monday, residents of Harbor Island protested because of the frequent power outages and unreliable electrical services. While on Thursday night and well into the morning on Friday, right here in the capital, New Providence residents experienced a prolonged blackout that began around 9 p.m. and lasted until about 3:45 a.m. for some. This morning, BPL released a statement saying they have restored services across the island following the major systems disturbance, with up to 50% of their customers last night being affected. The statement explained that the power company experienced a cable fault that caused units to trip offline at the Clifton Pier Power Station, while Station A and the Blue Hills Power Station remained online. They explained that further challenges came with transmission lines, preventing an immediate reconnection of services. BPL apologizes for the inconvenience during the outage and said it is committed to providing stable electricity supply throughout the country. You're listening to JCN News. We'll take a break here. We'll be right back after these commercials.